All right. Evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the community to Worlds Collide, Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. This is a special community race. In fact, that it is a Chocobo Grudge match. I'm in here with the commentating booth with Tony Ortiz. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, everybody?
And I am Professor Wiggles. So tonight we have DrinksGlue, the creator of the Chocobo Invitational, facing off against JesusTheFrog, who is our winner of the wonderful Chocobo, not quite consolation matchup, but it is kind of like that. But yeah, we're going to be running the Golden Chocobo flag set. So there's a little bit of exposition that we have to have with that. Chocobo's not exactly a complicated flag set, but it is a 6-character, 9 Esper unlock with a 21 check skip. We have our fast fish, so we're hopefully going to be seeing those. A few changes compared to our usual flag sets. A whole bunch of starting items, including sleeping bags, earrings, revivifies, all sorts of good stuff there. A custom item reward pool, and that gets us to the Golden Chocobo side of things, where we have some very interesting, cool stuff. Tony, you want to talk about those?
Yeah, there's some incentives to do some checks like Colts, Tri-Touch, Zozo, Dirt Dragon, Esper Mountain, Serpent Trench, Barren Falls, Elite River, Blue Dragon, and then there's also a Doma Siege and Imperial Camp bonus to get all characters 25 vigor if that comes up.
Exactly. So, lots of really cool incentives. We're probably going to see a good amount of deviation today, hopefully. If you're one of those chaotic people who likes to see two different people do two very different things, I think you're going to see that today. Other than that, how are you doing, Tony?
Doing good. How's everybody out there doing? Let me see some logs.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, super excited to see this go down. Let's get to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think we're going to be starting here in a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, the chat can interact with us. We're watching chat to see what's going on there. Hi, everybody. Yep, there's all those mogs. All right, so it looks like we've got our 2 racers on their starting menu ready.
Good window selection from JTF. I love it.
Yep, exactly. That's one of the great things about this game is that you get to, characterize your own particular flavor for basically every single run of this. We're probably going to see a whole bunch of loot here. Also on Tracker tonight, we have Beauty and Discovery. Thank you for tracking for us tonight. Oh, we got some Yetis going on here. Okay, I've got the countdown in 30 seconds. All right, everybody. We're going to have some good luck. We're going to have some fun. We're going to see what's going on here. All right, looks like we are just about going. Okay, we've got Sabin up first. I see a Sabin Go-Go Cyan start.
Cyan and Natural Magic, it look like. Not the character you want that on. Very low magic stat to start out with, usually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Glue looks like he's going to do the normal Narsh start. I like this. Big fan.
JTF doing the same thing.
Yeah, we're going to be watching for the first major pivot. So what would we find? A character that has multiple checks that would send our runners off in different directions. Maybe certain equipment will send some runners somewhere. Depends on what you find. Like you might want to take an early grind if you find a good weapon or something like that. Okay, not anything super special out of that treasure.
Well, we did get a Genji glove. That is nice.
totally relying on what weapons we find. Might not
Right.
never come up. It might be
Exactly.
perfect.
So usually the first, let's say 7 to 10 minutes are going to be like heavy looting, just figuring out what kind of equipment that we're going to get here. We're going to be looking for things like rods, which you can break and kill stuff very easily. We're going to find hopefully some elemental shields. We're just going to be looking for stuff right now.
Yeah, I believe rods have an increased cost in this set, so that might be tough, but 2 or 3 can go a long way, especially with Go-Go, who can mimic them.
Exactly.
There's one, but it's gravity. Don't really want to buy that.
Nope, we're looking for...
Maybe you do. Okay. Okay, Glue's going to buy one.
All right. Prove us wrong. I'm so sorry, Glue. Carry on.
Doesn't work on a lot of bosses, but it does work on some. Diminishing returns early because of scaling. Bosses don't have as much health until you pick up stuff. But maybe he's got a plan that we're going to see later.
Yeah. So here's our first deviation. Looks like JesusTheFrog is going to return his hideout for a little more loot, and Glue is heading towards Go-Go's check.
Yeah, going down to one party
one
member.
Character.
Yeah, I like this. Get the stupidest RNG check in the game out of the way right away. He has natural magic as well. Morph, yeah. So that natural magic will come up if he learns utility spells, or like Ultima. Not so much, probably, with anything else. Unless we find an MP +2 Esper right away, then maybe you can turn him into a mage. Yeah, holding up here on the controller to make sure you don't get kicked off. Can't do it on this one. Well, this guy.
Very clean.
Take him to the casino with me.
Right?
That is the luckiest RNG I've ever seen in that room.
That is fantastic.
Wow. That's a 50-50 coin flip for the guy to walk in either direction, and you can just lose like 10, 12 coin flips in a row and just be stuck sitting there for minutes. And Glue just like walked through like he wasn't even there. Ooh. Right. That chest cost him a couple seconds there because the crusher hit the floor and you can't move. Interesting. Nice little early item gamble.
You have to be careful with that when you get in that position, that doorway, because you can glitch out into the wall and you're soft locked.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we got a dead check at Go-Go's location, but it is a snow muffler. People can wear it. It's a very good piece of armor, but it depends if people can wear it.
Yeah, I think it's tough to fade that check. It's just so bad, and if you leave it for later, if you get bad RNG too, you can kind of play that. Like if you have to waste 2 or 3 minutes here, like we'll see what happens with JTS RNG. But if you sit there for 2 or 3 minutes and you lose that time, you can kind of adjust your play later to know, like, okay, I'm behind on this. My opponent probably did it. Let me assume that they had good RNG, and then maybe I have to take a little bit more of a risk. You leave it till later, you're just you're just in the dark. Okay, going for that extra chest there. All right, stay right. No, see, this is what I was talking about. Remove the check from the game. There's nothing you can do here. Like I run back and forth. Nothing actually manipulates nothing manipulates this guy's RNG that we can control. So maybe there's something good down here.
Looks like Glue picked up a Valiant knife in exchange for that snow muffler. Just sold it outright, got the Valiant knife.
I like that. VK is insanely good. It's probably the best weapon in the game for just pure attack. And the snow muffler isn't like a Minerva. It doesn't absorb like all elements or whatever. It's good, but it's definitely one of those items you can part with. Like if you have an Atma weapon early with no EXP egg, it's one of those things where you can go, okay, is 20k gold gonna like give me a huge boost? Maybe it's worth selling it,
JTF finally made it past that bridge troll there. Took long enough.
Oh, more Genji gloves.
So yeah, we're in one of the most how do we say this? Controversial loot density spots here, right? There's a lot of screen transitions here. There's a lot of spread out chests, but there are a lot of chests here. So it's very popular to just go through here and grab some really good loot. but it's not as dense as something like the Imperial basement.
Camp. Yep. Yeah, it's a good point. And Glue taking the bottom of Figaro here. I like this check early, especially. There's nothing you can do without Celeste for a key item, but you can get all these chests, and there's nothing to really worry about. Depending on what side you take it on, though, it means you may or may not be checking the item shop as well. And sometimes if like warp stones are there, something clutch, you might miss those because you can't get out because the guy's in your way on balance side. So I don't see what side he went in on. I think it's still in balance.
Now in Yellow Chocobo flag set, or rather in all the Chocobo flag sets, they do start with 4 warp stones. So it's a little nicer in that regard so far as those consumables, but you know, you can burn through 4 warp stones pretty quickly.
Yeah, and you can see now JTF taking it on the other side. I like this play. You get to see what Edward would give you half the cost of. He gets you a discount here. It does not get you a discount on the balance side, which is weird, but that's the way it is. And also the items on the top of the map are different, and you can pick them both up. Whereas the basement is a dungeon, and you know those chests don't replenish. So you can always go back and get the other items. Okay, no character here at Ruin's End. Okay, I like Blue's chest looting choices for sure. I play very similarly. Skipping some stuff that takes a little longer. Is he gonna go for this one on the bottom? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Good path. Then you don't have to like walk back and forth, covering the same steps by doing a little circle.
Yeah. Route optimization.
Yeah, picking up everything. So he's not satisfied with what he has, right? Because you could skip a lot of these chests here. So what? 2 Genji gloves and a Valiant knife, basically. So, or you know, just looking for money because you know you can always just buy good stuff.
Right. All right. Let's see what Glue's check gives us at Collapsing House.
And we have a ribbon as well that both runners have picked up. So Curse Shield could be in play, although you could also just find one, I think.
All right, there's our first Magicite, and it is Odin. We'll probably get a little peek real quick to see what it is once he heads outside. But in the meantime, looks like he's gonna check the relic shop. Probably gonna check Zen Thief after this. But he's in World of Ruin, so he doesn't know what the identity of it is.
Who sold his golden hairpin? I don't like that this early. If you don't find like weapons, you might need to lean heavily on magic. And if you sell all your ethers early for money, which we usually do, things can get really tricky at the end game. But he's better than me, so what do I know? I think okay. So the gimmick in this set is that the curse shield is always 7 battles, I believe, to uncurse.
Yes.
Okay, so if they get lock, having a ribbon might come into play, or just might get sold. Okay, similar routing, so we still haven't had like a huge divergence yet, but Sabin is a character that can do that. This check is free, so it's usually going to be first, but let's see what each runner decides to do with the rest of what Sabin has. I don't know if you want to go for Cyan just yet. You probably want to get some offense in and some grinding in, because you want to do all his stuff right in a row. He has the best checks in the game, and you don't want to like have to reset out of there or like spend time before you go in. You want to get them all done.
So chat coming in clutch here, letting us know that the Magicite that was at Zen Thief was Shiva, apparently. Thank you, chat.
Glue double check this party. He goes, whoops! I forgot to put everybody in the party.
Yeah, classic with Go. That happens all the time. And especially you don't spike a character. If you spike a character somewhere, you get the party menu, right? But if you don't, you have to remember to go back to the airship and put everybody back in. So good thing he noticed that before walking into the camp and fighting a random battle with just one character. Back row Go makes sense. Who's gonna carry that VK? Can either character equip it? I don't know if we've seen that yet.
It's on Sabin already.
Sabin? Okay. And no stat boost there. Berserk could come up.
Berserk would be great for Magimaster. Doom would be pretty good for our final Kefka climb.
Okay, so
We'll talk about
Cyan
those
has a
when we get
weapon as
there.
well, because he's in the front row, so he must have something. We'll probably see here in this first
I'm
battle.
sorry?
Cyan's in the front row. He left him in the front row, right? So he has to have some kind of decent weapon on, I would imagine.
No, we put him in the back row.
No,
Or
Cyan
maybe
is...
we changed
Is
him.
he? It's tough to tell with the top character. Gogo's definitely in the back. Saban's definitely in the front. But... Oh, no, I think he's in the back. Where is he? Okay, using a fire rod there. That's interesting. Definitely faster.
JTF checking out Zen Thief in
Is that
World
Cyan
Talent.
learning Bolt 3 naturally? I think. Ooh. Okay, yeah, he is in the back. Cyan's in the back. That's good. Didn't give Gogo abilities. I do this all the time. Forget. Blue Clairvoyant there. Cyan learning Bolt 3 if he has enough MP. That's his AoE clear now for the weaker fights. Okay, Doberman's not going to give you much of anything. That first fight, though, gave him some good HP.
Oh, I see Ragnarok over on JTF's side. We're going to sell the farm for one of those. Maybe even two of those.
Definitely, I think, is good. Everybody can equip it. Handy on stage 3 of Kefka is so you can attack a girl in the back and not proc Pearl that heals her with an Illumina. You can proc a Flare that just does damage that's not elemental. But you have to stand in the front row. A little riskier. Okay. Okay, balance side, back to Figaro for JTF. This is interesting. So he just wants more loot, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, we're on Glue
Stray
side.
Cat. Hello.
Yeah, Stray Cat, yep.
Yeah, Glue's at 34 chess. JesusTheFrog 57.
That's
Yeah,
a pretty
57
significant
is
deviation.
very high early. I think on like Moogle Cup, once you get really like into the swing, you probably are running somewhere between like 40 to 45 going into like the end game, unless you had terrible loot. So that's I mean, maybe he thinks he needs it. It depends on like how much better you think the other player is than you. A lot of times, if you think the other player's better, you want to loot more chests because you want better gear and you want some kind of an edge, and you're willing to sacrifice the time. And you hope maybe like there's something difficult, and then the other runner maybe loses time, right? So there's some metagaming or like knowing your opponent to that.
Well, there's also, I think, if you remember the flag set that we ran earlier this week, check out these runs from the wonderful Chocobo and stuff. These runs were all very close. Check on them on YouTube. But I believe I was told that the chests are a 25% chance to be something different, so there's a higher chance that something good is going to be the chest than a usual flag set runs. That's also part of it, I believe.
Yeah, there's that curse shield I was mentioning earlier. Also in this flag set, there's a lot of top tier extra rewards, so taking more chests could absolutely backfire on you as well, because there could just be good stuff laying around and checks you want to do anyway. What do we have? Ooh,
Oh boy.
Gotta take Phantom.
Yep.
Definitely
Phantom is always
Phantoms.
good. Always a good pickup. Yeah, progression is going insane in these first 15 minutes. I mean, we're 4-3 on one side, 3-2 on the other side. It's fast. It's a very fast fight.
You have to put a premium on any Esper that helps you in the Kefka fight, and summoning Phantom will do that. 100% HP. Okay, right onto our VK user it goes. Pretty nice find there.
Also, Mutant Nice 3, perfect Esper for tier 2.
Yeah, so that means we don't really need to seek out our Siren Esper. We've got the spell. Vanish is like the sketchiest of the stage 3 skips, but it works, especially if you're going to have a VK Genji Glove or offering of some kind.
JTF having a little trouble with this Imperial Camp grind fight. It's not ideal to have your Saban go down when he's the VK user.
Yeah, I'm assuming he didn't use his rods. Glue utilized his rods. He decided to sack him early to get through this. Better in play there, actually. It takes a strong belief in your end game to especially when rods cost more money. So if you find them, you won't be able to buy as many. To blow them early, get your XP, and then like ride out whatever you have. Especially with the starting party, because like Sabin and Cyan are like the worst magic casters in the game, just off of stats. So, but if you have some weapons, and with that Ragnarok, you could probably save that Thunder Rod. I don't know how much mileage you're going to get out of it later, though. Especially if you've already seen you have Doom, like your tools is probably your best use of that Thunder Rod late game. And you won't need to do that because you're going to Doom him. Fire Rod, same thing, stage 1 head. But, it's not necessarily wrong because you have Gogo who can mimic it. So if you want to save it for a fight later, you say you find Tri-Touch that's weak to fire, you Fire Rod him and mimic it, bam, he's down. That could make up some time, that we're losing right here.
Yeah, and if, since these are pretty low experience grind fights, at least in here, other than the last one's a little bit better, but you can always Warp Stone, or if you get a side attack like what GTF is doing here, just escape. It doesn't really benefit you that much to stick around and waste time.
Yeah, and we had Smoke Bombs in Narsh, so that each runner has a few of those as well.
Looks like Glue is going to be checking what this dragon has. Dragons always are a wonderful source of experience, always a wonderful source of
that's not the
very good loot, but not what we wanted to see. That is correct. Blue Dragon is notorious for doing things incredibly too fast. Yeah, wonderful source of instant pain. Thanks, GP.
Yeah. AoE attack, not many ways to resist it, and well, we've got Bold 3 and Mimic here, but Bold 3 costs a lot of MP, so oh boy.
Now the benefit for Golden Chocobo is that once you clear...
Was that a misclick?
Where is that? This is Blue
Dragon. He used the Phoenix down on Gogo instead of Sabin, I think, there.
Oh no.
Trying to pick up Sabin, and then if Sabin survives, you get a VK attack off, which probably wins.
Oh, that's rough.
That's why you save, folks.
And
always be saving.
And DrinksGlue up to that point, 5-minute lead there on JesusTheFrog.
Now, the cool thing is that once this Blue Dragon does go down, it's either going to be an EXP egg or an offering. That offering with the VK is going to be fantastic.
So, Glue is going to take some grind here. I would check the item first. You don't get teleported to the bottom. And then you can just walk back over here and then warp out from this room. But I don't know why you wouldn't do that. I'm trying to think of why that's wrong, but I think that's just correct, right? Because if the reward is another good weapon, you Genji Glove of saving, right? And you get in there.
Yeah, and if you just complete Mount Zozo, you can get a Snow Muffler or a Minerva.
Yeah, it doesn't teleport you to the bottom like a lot of other dungeons. You warp out, so I learned that in my Moogle Cup training. Sometimes it's right to just check the item first and then come back for the dragon. It's not that far. It's only like 2 rooms away.
Alright, let's see what JTF is up to other than some menuing. We're getting ready to do something big.
Yeah, both those grind fights are pretty garbage, so who's just going to go for it?
JTF going for Opera House Dragon.
Yeah, I like this play. If you're happy with your party, take this early, get the XP, get the magic points. If you're not happy with the party, you can delay it, but it's just really fast. Ooh. Glue, my man, just go check the item first.
Yeah, so Blue Dragon and what's the other one?
Pearl?
Yeah, Pearl in a way, but there's one more so than that.
That can open with a big AoE.
Yeah. I mean, Dirty can do it sometimes.
Can Storm Dragon wind slash you?
Oh, Goldie. Yeah, Goldie. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Bluey and Goldie
yeah.
Dragons, just if you see them in the early game, try to get those levels, just maybe don't, because it just hurts.
Blue Dragon's static reward also is a scimitar, which is pretty useless unless you're selling it, basically. It's not like getting a muscle belt reward, for killing it, which would be really nice synergy with the VK that we have already.
But Scully over here, weak to fire, and we had a fire rod, so that's awesome. Fortunately, Unfortunately, using Go-Go to use the Phoenix down could have mimicked it. That's unfortunate.
We already mimicked it once, so there was a fire rod, and then there was a mimicked fire rod, and now we're here.
I told you. Just go
so-
check the.
It's about that item.
Well, according to the way Glue plays now, he should be able to take Blue Dragon for sure, right? Because he's got the best character.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like he said at the beginning of the race, you know, good luck, have you tomorrow.
Yeah. So who do you take, Go-Go or Amaro?
Are we really asking that question? Oh, he's kicking a Cyan even! Which was his Bolt 3 user.
Sir, go home.
I mean,
You are
yes.
Alright,
Wow.
on JTF side, that dragon went down. You get the natural item reward of Muscle Belt, which pairs very well with that VK, and a Flame Shield.
The disrespect to my boy, this Mr. Thou there. I'm in shambles.
JTF going
Okay.
to Barren Falls for a quick heal.
Yeah, I love
After
this
that
check.
dragon.
It's fast. You get the heal. If it's bad, whatever, you just reset right away. No running around to do.
Okay.
Dear Force.
Could- Now, what's probably going to happen here is that Thunder Rod that JTF is sitting on, or that Bolt
got
3.
Bolt
Either
3,
or is going to
yeah.
work great.
I respect saving the Rob, but sometimes you just gotta let it fly. There are better targets. Yeah, Air Force is a pretty early game boss. Doesn't scale up as hard. Lower HP. I mean,
We have
if he
some-
goes and takes this Blue Dragon, he's gonna love having that on. Just chilling.
Oh yeah, seriously. We have some debate in the chat here about keeping the Umaro versus losing Go-Go versus Cyan. Oof. You will never
Curing?
find a bigger debate of characters than in the Worlds Collide community, that's for sure.
Is that a cure ring on Umaro? And oh no. Okay, Dustbow? No. It's like Dustbow attack? Nope. Does Umaro have one? I guess he doesn't because he doesn't have the fight command, so he doesn't have one.
Oh, we have identified all 6 characters so far. If JTF ends up going to Mount Zosa, he'll have 6 characters officially.
It's
If,
also a really good one to have.
quick checks, very quick
Yeah.
checks.
Quick checks and a guaranteed non-character check. That also can
Oh,
be
that's a
hassle.
throw setzer.
Well, JTF looking like a genius now. He's got all his extra checks, and he's got the items, he's got the money. All he's got to do is go buy some skins, and he's already got shurikens probably because that was also in Narsh's first shop. You
Yeah,
always buy a
he
stack of
definitely
those.
got those. Yep.
So you're good on physical damage. You just find like one set of AoE elemental damage, and you're just set.
Exactly.
And what better place to check than Colligan? Because there's an item shop here and weapon shop. So and it's
and
not a
another
big
piece
one.
of progression.
Very nice. Now is that 5?
So JTF has 5, 4, and 1. So 5 characters, 4 Espers, 1 Dragon. So currently in the lead over Glue.
Yeah, Glue's entire 5-minute lead gone, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, and still bleeding time. Sometimes you can just be stubborn, and that's what we're seeing right now. The dragon is not a character or Esper. It's fine to leave it behind. The time that Glue's going to save by getting to, say, 21 checks and skipping right now, he's pretty much lost already from walking through the tower.
Right.
So, yeah, don't love it, but, I mean, like I said, he knows better than me.
I mean, it's definitely hard to always know what's going through the mind of a racer in this case. Like, if it were me focusing hard on this, it's probably that hope for the 50-50 offering.
Yeah, that can make a difference, but at some point it's called the sunk cost fallacy for a reason.
Exactly.
And
I think he's trying
when
to.
you're
I think he's trying to break the curse shield so that way Locke can survive the fight no matter what, so he can get
Ooh,
it
yeah,
over
that's-
with.
that's a
Right.
good point, yeah.
JTF going to Locke's South Figaro Cave check. There's a nice little easy heal right before then, and we have the Three Stooges. Which in most cases could give people some trouble. The red one there, it can heal up everybody else, it can revive everybody else, it casts really nasty things like this Atomic Ray here, which will hit everybody, except for like a Fire Shield wearer. The one on the left should be susceptible to instant death, but that chainsaw didn't go off. And then the one up front just likes to cast Bolt 3 a lot.
Yeah, definitely not as much fun as the actual Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Shurikens? Yeah.
Win
Chainsaw,
it down.
please? Alright, there we go.
There he goes, yeah. And you really want to have that that blue one down after the red one, so that life 2 does not proc and just revive everybody to full health.
A nice flare prop there too. I think I'd be more into what Glue's trying to do here if he didn't have both Umaro and Gogo in his party. There's that Paladin shield. Alright. On Gogo, I believe? Ooh. Casting Bolt 2. Berserk Sabin. Yeah, okay. Berserk in this game, not as good as FF4, but similar.
Still pretty good. Saves you some input time.
Makes you
Maybe.
immune to some other statuses, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You'll
And, you don't have to, don't have to
Alright.
queue up your actions.
Yeah, good job, Glue.
Alright. Rough patch there.
Let's see what
Hopefully-
all of this effort was for.
Yeah, hopefully for Glue. Oh, egg. The 100% HP Esper. Pretty good.
Well, egg and offering is what happened. So the egg
So-
was the reward for killing the dragon.
yeah,
and
because
the
the blue
offering
dragon
was-
specifically gives you
Yeah.
either or, and then is wow.
Yeah. So I mean, it might be worth it. You know, it might have been worth the time. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But that's a big change.
It's all about what's behind the Yeti's check right now. So these checks right here, if they're good, Glue can make up all that time, just like that. If this check is just like an item, then I still like JTF right now.
Yeah, JTF picked up an extra Esper along the way.
So we don't know what this. Yeah, we don't know
okay,
what this check is because we didn't walk up here and balance, so we don't know. But Glue needs the Esper anyway. This is worth it. I mean, you take this no matter what it is. You just really hope that you get an Esper or character out of the Maro's check here and not just another item. Because you really don't need anything else. He's got what he needs.
Yeah. I mean, it's not quite seed is solved, but it's pretty dang close right now.
Yeah. I think Glue still is going to need JTF to whiff on some checks finding Espers here.
Okay, and we have that other notorious fast attacking dragon here, the gold dragon.
Yeah, immune to lightning here because he's obviously casting lightning and he's yellow. The classic tell, the enemy is the color of the spell that it's resistant to.
Is that how it works?
Not always in this game, but most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time. Sometimes it's bait, sometimes you see Narapa and you're like, oh, fire, but she has reflect. Ouch.
Yeah, there's that.
I think one of the big things that's going to be a tell here is the character behind Setsu's tomb check, or is it behind Yeti's check? Because usually
Right.
characters goes into other characters, so is it behind Setsu or is it behind the Yeti?
Yeah, and then also, sometimes you just have two characters behind a character that's early, and you don't have a character, and then that throws us off. Usually that's the case, but sometimes it just works out the other way. And that could be a huge stopping point because you need 6 characters to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And we might not find them on one of these two. One or the other might be required.
just a note on rewards, the dragon at the top of Narsh ended up giving us a nice Atma weapon. That can go on a lot of people in this party. We might even see a lightsaber Yeti. That is on the table, but I don't think Glue has checked that out just yet.
Yeah, once you get enough levels on Sabin with that egg, you could theoretically park him and give him regular XP, move that egg over to whoever's going to use the Atma weapon, get them the levels, because that's the real key to powering it up, to juicing it. And then I think if you want to just be sure 100% that that character's going to be swinging hard, you can leave a regen item on them. Okay, so more Ragnaroks for JTF. So
Yep.
I just don't see a world where
juicing.
JTF. Yeah, I don't see a world where JTF doesn't do science checks. They're just so dense. He's gonna do Dream. It's just a matter of, do you do it right now, or do you wait till you have 6 espers and hope for the 3-pack? The only thing about it is you have to commit to the whole thing. You can't warp out in the middle. So
Yeah, there is that. But very, very fast runners can get through it in less than 7 minutes pretty easily. So it's not a bad play, considering where we're at in terms of our progression here.
what do you think of this Colts check right here?
Okay, holds. All right, so it's fast for good movement. If you're very good at movement, you can get through here in about a minute 15, minute 30.
I don't love it.
Yes, Beauty and Discovery, you can totally Genji Glove a double VK, and now you have an Octo VK if you add an offering to it.
Which Sabin does have now.
Yeah, you could theoretically one-shot stage 4 because it's, 64,000 HP?
Yeah, Glue just got a double VK Genji Glove for Sabin, and he also picked up a Ragnarok for Locke.
Delicious.
It is a little risky, though, because you use both of your accessory slots and both your hands. So, no shield, no... You can often get the same effect with just an offering, because you can, equip an Atlas Armlet or a Muscle Belt or something like that. And the only place the 8 attacks really, really helps you in one-shotting something is stage 4. Where you don't have to worry about hitting the wrong target or, triggering something too early. You can use it a little earlier on dragons and stuff, but it's not as good as it is in the vanilla, the vanilla game where you just have all the time to level and do fun things. Probably gonna use Genji Love Ragnarok, and then VK offering, other good relic. Then you have one character that can target attack for you, especially on the last boss fight. Oh, there's Siren anyway. Okay.
And another plus 15 magic on JTF's side, so that's a total of 30 magic power that we just got for free. Just doing some of these special checks in the Golden Chocobo flag set.
Yeah. So now all of our characters here with a mediocre magic stat or even a bad magic stat, all of a sudden look pretty decent as casters. It's gotta be. It's gotta be Dream. What? Whoa. Okay, we're gonna buy some more stuff.
Yeah, Glue unfortunately running into another brick wall on a character, so now he has to go back to the Sphere 1 characters, which means the starters.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, I
like
like
this.
The
good thing about this is that there's enough open progression available that, with there only being 2 bosses and 3 potential pieces of progression here, that whatever happens is okay. Whether it's a triple Esper, whether it's a 201, it works.
I like Dream, especially when you need one more character. There can be a character on check 2, even if there's not. If you need 3 or more Espers, you're fine here. You just have to be sure that you have enough offense to get through all of it. And I think both runners are. I mean, obviously JTF has the offense, and now with Glue getting that extra boost from offense, I think now he's confident enough to take this. I think this is the right play. Zozo for okay.
All right, well, JTF is about to find out about that XP egg and that offering from the dragon, if he takes it. Not saying he's guaranteed to, but it's kind of...
I think he's going to take it.
You should take it.
Yeah, the thing here is, now, if you go to Dream after this, because you're going to have your 6th character, you can just have a wasted check in the middle if it's a character. We're going to actually get the benefit of hindsight here. Did anybody see who was jumping across on blue side?
It was a ghost.
Ghost. Okay, so not gonna be a pure punish here for JTF if he goes there next, but I would have done that first before doing this. Because even if you get all 3 espers, you get okay. Now you have 9 espers. Cool. You go up to the mountain. You know where you get the info. You can always run up into Balance Narsh, see what the Yeti's check is, if it's a character or not. That's what the little cave will show you. And then if you see it's not, you just walk out and leave and go do something else.
So Glue did
look at
already do
that
that and
voltage.
found that it was an esper. Yeah,
Wow.
that was a big crack right there.
That extra magic stat helping, earrings, like, you know, earrings hit everything that's magic for the most part, including thrown items, tools that do magic, blitz that does magic. You know, pretty good.
The real chat
And you can wear
is
2 of
saying in
them.
chat, Setzer's online, I see. That is absolutely correct.
He is terminally online, you could say.
All right, JTF finding his 6th character now.
Yeah, well, we've got a little downtime here. Yeah, if you're new to the game or not familiar with it, Atlas Armlet / Hero Ring does not stack for attack power, but Hero Ring and earrings definitely do. 2 Hero Rings won't stack together, but a Hero Ring plus earrings or 2 earrings will double your algorithm multiplier. So I believe it's like a 5-to-4 ratio.
Yeah, so it turns it into a 6-to-4.
Right, which is pretty ridiculous. It's not a raw 150% extra damage, but it's 150% extra damage once that part of the algorithm gets to the part where it looks at the item. So it's pretty close.
So over on Glue side, we found the fish. These are guaranteed to be fast fish, meaning that they will only have 15 seconds before the boss fish comes out, and we can actually move on with our lives. There's our boss fish now. Usually it's honestly in the ballpark of like 30 to 55 seconds. Any fish, when you see it outside of the Chocobo flag set, is always going to be a slow fish. That's just the way it is. We hope for fast fish, but it just doesn't go that way sometimes. But here, always fast fish.
Yeah, sometimes you get 3 groups out in the wild, and sometimes you get 7. Okay, what's behind door number 3 or 2 and then 3?
All right.
Okay.
Well, this is guaranteed Esper, so
Yeah. Yeah, some checks are guaranteed to be an Esper if they're not a character. So like this one, Magic Tower at the bottom if it's not a character.
Oh, you kidding me?
Ooh, there's a curse shield.
So that was a double dead dream.
Ugh.
That's just
Bro.
So that means this seed is back heavy on espers because there's no espers in the auction house. So that means this seed is a back heavy on espers then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like if you're coming from the beginner flag set of Moogle Cup, first shield is not normally in the pool of high tier items, so that's especially not a great hit when you already have the one for free that you got from Locke. You could take the time to uncurse it, but unfortunately for Glue, he's already done one uncursing grind. Does teach
All right.
Ultimate 1x, could be useful. Usually not this late though. Plus we have all this offense on the physical side. There's one of the big downsides of the Yeti, hitting the shell. Ouch.
We like Yeti, except when Yeti hits the wrong things.
Glue just going in ham. Offering character, don't care, swinging them anyway.
We can live
Good
through
thing.
it, right?
Yeah, good thing Welk, even with high scaling, doesn't have a lot of HP. A lot of these early game bosses, they scale up, but they just don't scale up at the rate that other stuff does. Depending on what flag set you're playing in, of course, but this one's pretty close to MC. Ooh. Doomgaze here,
Okay.
not a problem. Nobody's level 5 or 10.
Looks like Doma Siege gives us another Atma weapon. So many Atma weapons and VKs in this so far. It's a lot.
Yeah, good weapons are funny in that when you see the first couple, you're like, awesome. And then when you just get rained on by them, you're like, cool. I can't beat the game with this because I can't get to the end game. I need espers.
Both runners have 14 checks right now.
Okay. So let's see. That is.
Okay, that's good. Good for saving a good Doom there. He comes back up with critical HP. The 1 in 32 chance you swing your desperation attack and don't do what you want to do, but JTF. Clench. Oh, nice parry. All in. Nice weight trick. Swing. Oh, doesn't believe. Miss. This shouldn't kill anybody, though, right? It's percentage based? Yeah, okay. Ugh. Sucks to life 2 Cyan and then have him get hit by a white wind, though.
Right. The randomizer is going to randomize her sometimes.
Yeah. Welcome to RNG.
But Glue finding his 6th character, we are pretty much back to dead even as far as progression goes. We're only 1 dragon different, but as far as progression goes, we're pretty much neck and neck.
Clutch Morph Fire 2 there. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say what Glue did was correct, but he did not end up getting punished for it.
Right. Glue off to do Setzer's checks. Now becomes 6-7.
I'm looking at Glue's tracker right now, and unless he does Phoenix Cave, we might be looking at Tomb for maybe a 7th character right now.
Yeah.
Does this set have the alternative skip conditions? So 9.
It's only
okay.
Just 21, yeah, just 21.
Yeah, so we should bring that up. In Moogle Cup, you can get to 9 characters or 12 espers to also get a skip, but cannot here. So
you have to get your checks and like it.
I don't think necessarily taking Lumaro was wrong, but why would you keep Go-Go over Silent when you don't have a stack of rods? I don't get it.
I think there's some 4-dimensional chess being played here, and I'm just not seeing it yet.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he gets everybody's magic.
So right? That's the thing. Like Go-Go can learn everybody else's magic, and since you already have 3 people who are already doing your offense, all you need is just somebody who does utility, and Go-Go could just do that utility for you because he can learn all the spells.
Yeah, it's just a little tough because he doesn't get any kind of stat boost because he can't equip any espers, so over time he doesn't get stronger other than, just the regular levels. His gear selection is pretty poor, so you're looking at a 45% chance to ram him into any good armor or... well, I mean, he can wear like some of the good armor, but not the best armor. Or headpieces. I don't know. It's tough. Cyan, not particularly great in this seed either, just because, he's not wearing the best swords and stuff. So, But the thing is, he had natural magic. He could learn. That's the thing with natural magic. You never know what you're going to get out of that. You could learn quick, out of nowhere, or which isn't going to be that useful with what we have right now. But like, you could learn something great, that like you just don't have access to on your espers. It's a tough call. Probably no wrong decision actually. Now that we've talked about it. Ooh, Phoenix Cave. Not a great place to be.
No.
Good thing here is you can take
but given the options we have left, you kind of have to though.
Yeah, it's just not where you want to be going, but if you got to go there, so you can basically just put everybody in stacked in party 1. You take the dragon fight with party 1. You can take either party in the last area, and there's no boss there. So you don't really need to have any power on party 2 here. I'm just gonna walk her through the spikes. We don't care. We'll heal at the save point. Ooh, still checking chests. Interesting. JTF. I know that's not that far out of the way, but he's already got stacked gear. I don't love it. I mean, I was a serial over chest opener myself. We all over started, but you got this kind of gear set. I think you, and you got a great opponent. I think you just got to go. Especially when you struggled a little bit in the last few checks there. You know you lost some time.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he's got some kind of giga plan for shopping, maybe? Maybe he saw something he liked in the shop, like, and wants to buy a bunch of it. Rods would be the main thing here, but I don't recall seeing them in the shop. It's tough to pay attention to both sets of shops at the same time. Blue getting hit with the stream notification there. Team friend request.
Well, as far as we've seen, JTF knows where some elemental rods are, and Glue knows where some gravity rods are, which are not that helpful.
Yeah, so yeah, I didn't see elemental rods in the shop, but if JTF did, that might be the play. Open chest, get a bunch of money, buy a bunch of rods.
Yeah.
Your utility character can just throw those when they don't have to be casting utility spells.
It looks like Glue was doing the Search the Skies check, hoping for that last Esper.
Oh, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salads and scrambled eggs. The Crane Brothers on screen.
There you go.
They're calling again.
Boom, boom. Good night, Seattle.
Ooh.
There's our last shiny rock. We have unlocked, friends.
And this is where that extra time spent on picking up more chests and stuff could come back to bite JTF here. Pearl Dragon always opens with a couple of spells, sometimes one, sometimes three. You get Pearled or Scar Beamed a bunch.
Looks like Glue is taking the middle lane for those two dragons.
Yeah, he's at 19.
Yeah, so if once he gets both of them down, he can get Skip, he can go straight to statues and not have to worry about running through all of the middle bits to get there.
The real question is, will he land the airship and save or not? I think he might not, because he probably thinks he's behind due to how much time he spent on Mount Zozo, and actually it's the opposite. He's ahead here. We'll see what happens. It could mean nothing. You pick the right lane first that doesn't have a nasty boss, no big deal, save right afterwards, right? But if you pick the wrong lane first, you can lose minutes. Because then you got to come back in here and kill these two again to get the skip again, and then, you know.
Alright,
Okay.
JTF finds another shiny rock in the Phoenix Cave. So we just need one more shiny rock for JTF.
Phoenix Esper, is this even randomized? What's his best check open?
Alright, chat, we're gonna make bets on whether Glue saves right here or not.
This is actually GTF's 19th check here with the crane, so he'll be in the exact same position Glue's in.
What was the reward on the toilet here?
I believe a Minerva.
Okay, so he in theory, you could gamble it all and hope this is an Esper, because this check right here could be one. But that would not work out. Oh, okay, yeah, he just takes the Search the Skies and he's good. Alright, so it's going to be closer than it was looking just a minute or two ago. Ooh, I don't know if he intended to... Okay, he did intend to land, maybe. I guess you could get Magimaster, like, on the toilet, but also we've got the strength to just run him over at this point.
On the toilet is Tritalk, actually.
Yeah, I mean, saying, like, if JTF is thinking about, like, he's thinking about, ooh, why do I want to save before I take that first middle lane check? It could be a terrible boss, but his party's so strong
When you said
Maybe
Magi Master on the toilet, all I could think of was berserking him on the toilet. And I just had
Man.
the Ace Ventura
that's an
thing just
image.
come up in my head. It's like, do not go in there.
Do not go in there. Yeah, glue looking in good shape here. Ooh. And Umaro in the Kefka fight. I salute you, sir.
And an Illumina. Wow. Okay.
Nice cricket bat. Who's gonna wear that? Who can? Oh, well, Locke can for sure. He's not wearing the V. Well, do you VK Illumina Genji Glove Locke and then VK offering Sabin? Probably. Because Yeti, when the Yeti charges, he charges, right? He doesn't attack with the weapon. So you just kind of want high attack power, and you don't really want to waste a possible proc weapon that could skip a phase or something on him necessarily. I mean, if you have a bunch of them. But I'd probably give him the Ragnarok instead, because if you can't control where it's going, you don't want him to go swing on girl and then hit for like 6k and then heal her with a pearl for like 8k. That's not good.
Alright, so what do we have in middle lane? At the Guardian spot. Oh, we got Ghost Train. That's pretty straightforward. Whole bunch of fun ways we could kill Ghost Train that are not incredibly obvious. One of them is just any form of instant death.
Is that still in this?
Not the undead version.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I think in MC that's gone.
Yes,
well,
that is
Phoenix,
gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that in any flag sets anymore, I believe.
Yeah.
We just threw a big stick somewhere,
So
didn't we?
this poison on Sabin is actually clutch, because you can just walk around now to lower his HP after this fight, and you don't have to worry about dealing damage to him in battle. You get a heal when you come in, with a skip, or when you drop down. So Glue is probably just gonna take a bunch of extra steps in a circle here, get Sabin down to 1 HP or whatever, and then just heal that off, potion him a couple times, and then have him be just outside of desperation attack range. You don't want to get 1 in 32 when you really need it to hit 4 or 5 times. So
Poltergeist.
okay,
Okay.
bet it
I
all.
have feelings.
I don't hate it. But if
YOLO!
that first attack, if that first attack hits Sabin, oh no.
We still needed to take off the poison though.
That's shoving your chips into the center right there, if I've ever seen it.
I
Pulte
really hope Glue just did that one for the memes.
Pulte in the middle is that's vanilla. Yeah, it's Doom left, Poltergeist in the middle, and Yaz on the right. Vanilla, I think. Yeah. Is this even randomized? Okay.
Yeah, this is vanilla. Yeah.
Ooh, I still would have walked around with poison on them. Oh yeah, you can just shuriken him now. That's a good call. Ignores defense. It's pretty safe.
Okay, so we have leader in. I couldn't tell if that was left or right lane. I think it was left. But that's a very easy fight for somebody with a Atma weapon and an offering. So
We're
pretty trivial. That's okay.
Rugby balling around the
Poltergeist
offering
go.
here too to get that extra damage. Like that. The EXP egg is not the only relic that can be tossed around in the lanes here. Don't even really actually need to equip it now. Everybody's so juiced from finding that early. Yeah, JTF has at least 1 VK. He might not have a second, but when you have a higher level character like 40 plus and you have an Atma weapon, it's not too big of a difference. If you can't get your VK user down to really low health. Sometimes it's even easier to keep your Atma user topped off, which is what they need. Kind of situational. Ooh, oh, yeah, okay. Just number 24.
Could have been a lot worse. And we could have had the other character being confused. That would have been a huge problem for us.
Yep.
Well, specifically for glue, but I would have felt it too. But yeah,
Cyan being out of MP, pretty clutch here.
Yeah. Taking a grind fight over on JTF's side, I think. Is he worried about levels?
He might be trying to learn a spell.
That's true.
Typically, if I take an extra battle here, it's because there's like a mute or a doom or something I need on a character, and I didn't get it off. I didn't get the MP off the boss.
There are a number of espers that have quick on them, so there could be that.
Yeah, not sure what you need quick for with all this damage.
What, you don't want a quarter into 10 hits?
I guess you could quick on
situation?
stage 4 with Sabin, right? And then you just go attack, and then he's dead. That makes sense, I guess. I don't know if it's worth spending time over, though. You could just crack a shield, attack with Sabin, crack a shield or two, and then wait, and then attack again.
We will never know.
He might not have learned to mute on anybody. Maybe it's mute on Setzer. I don't know.
Yeah, but it didn't pay off because he didn't get any.
Oh, he has
magic points off of it.
he has Siren though, right? He has the Siren Esper, so you don't need to learn mute. You can just cast it off there.
So I don't know if you saw that, but Gogo just Glue just threw in an Illumina with Gogo.
Nice.
I mean, that's one way to use it, I guess.
Or the memes.
It's one of those things like, well, using your head, like literally.
All right. So we're at that wonderful inaugural time where we have to describe all of the 4 tiers of the Kefka fight. Tony, I'm going to go first. I'm going to describe what T1 is going to be for us when we get there. Once Glue ends up finishing his party, if you don't mind taking T2 after I'm done.
No problem.
So we're going to have a moment here of, excessive pontification by Kefka here, doing his little laugh thing, all of that kind of stuff. It's a huge time waster, but it's Kefka. We have to waste time, right? It wouldn't be Kefka if we weren't wasting time in a thing that we're supposed to be going fast on. So, also, let's put in the chat how fast we think we're going to get through this fight. We are starting at 58:15 on my clock here. So T1, we have 3 spots here. We have the head, we have the long arm, we have the short arm. The head is weak to fire. You probably want to kill that one first, because if you don't, it casts Quake. The the long arm is susceptible to instant death. We just saw Break being used on it. That gets rid of it pretty much instantly, but any instant death will take care of long arm. And short arm is going to counter all the time, and it hits very, very hard. We want to save that one for last, though, so we don't get any of the super duper nasty things that happen on death counters for tier 1. We should be getting pretty close to ending it, though. Yep, looks like we're just focusing on...
Another reason the Yeti's a little risky. He kills the wrong part first.
Looking at our predictions in chat, we've got a 745, a 607, a 655, and a 7, looks like 10 or 711 maybe.
Yeah, the Yeti definitely is going to cost some time here. I think Glue's probably feeling pretty good, though. Like, past stage 1, no dot down from your opponent. But here we come to stage 2. We got 4 enemies here. We've got Tiger on the bottom, Hit in the front, Tools in the middle, Magic in the back. They all have a little bit of a gimmick here. Tools is susceptible to instant death. Most forms not petrified, though, so Break won't work, but all the other stuff will. Little opening in there. Tiger's who we want to take out first. He has the nastiest attacks. He's weak to ice, so if we had Ice Rod, you'd see those fly, but we don't. Magic, you need to mute in the back. Once muted, she'll just try to cast her spells and do nothing until her counter. But if you don't, nasty stuff comes down, bolts, life 3s on other parts. Hit just attacks you, and when you kill him, he also has a 10-hit counter. So you're going to probably see us use some kind of Phantom Summon or a different physical absorbing summon. Golem works, Fenrir works. Or you could life 3 sometimes through it. There's all sorts of options. Usually you want to save him for last because his attack is the most consistent, easiest to deal with. before you get taken up into stage 3. And do we have Doom, but we don't have any... We have Odin too, right? Is Odin around?
Yeah, we'll see if Odin is around, but yeah, we will.
Yeah, a little imp
I
on
did
Gogo
not
here
see it.
Yeah. So Odin or Raiden summons work for both stages. We're missing Sword Tech and Air Anchor off of tools. Those are perfect instant deaths. Those can kill both of those stage 1 and stage 2 instant death susceptible boss pieces as well. But Ice 3 is going to do some work here on Tiger. Ooh, double freeze. Okay, so the frozen status is an interesting status. You cannot get rid of it with items. You have to cast a fire spell on those characters, or otherwise they're going to sit there for 120 seconds, just stuck without being able to do anything. Maro looks like it's also stopped. Is that it's glowing pink there? A little rough.
Yeti time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That
then
is the saddest Yeti ever.
yeah, and then the magic in the back also has a counter at the end. Magic is going to do quarters and dispels, stuff like that. So that will happen even through night. So you sometimes want to make sure you take care of that and don't get ruined by that as well.
My favorite way to get out of having a frozen character is to just kill the character, as we're seeing over here on Blue's side.
Oh, Yeti was frozen and stopped.
Mm-hmm. Okay, over here on JTF side, we're into T2 as well. Very classic open with Siren.
Yeah, pretty hard to get the mute off before Magic casts the first spell. You just hope it's not haste 2 for all the boss enemies to get hasted up. You can get a haste 1, which is pretty easy to deal with, or anything else. So this is tighter than it should have been. Yeti strats. Yeah, you can just really get crushed by RNG here if you get your sequence of stuff broken up. Typically, you want to instant death tools. You want to kill Tiger next because of the nasty attacks. Then focus down Magic in the back, and then set up for a hit with your whatever you're going to do to evade his 10 hit, and then take him down next. But obviously, lots of wrenches can get thrown in that machine if you just get unlucky. Just like stage 1, all sorts of bad things can happen to you. Reverse polarity can ruin you. Waste a bunch of your turns. You randomly hit short arm a little bit and get countered. Get a character killed. Come on, Blue. Show us the Yeti strength.
Alright,
Okay,
Blue moving on to Tier 3, and I will explain that one. We have 2 targets in Tier 3. We have the Lady, which is going to be up top on the left, and then we have Sleep, which is going to be the Kefka-looking, ripped-abbed dude on the right, okay? So the gimmick about Lady is that she has 9,999 HP, she absorbs all the elements, and so you have to hit her with anything that is non-elemental or just does regular damage. But the thing about Lady is that if you kill Sleep first, she's gonna revive Sleep back to a very healthy amount of health. And the thing about Sleep is that Sleep does nasty things like Meteos, double Meteos, just hits really hard. He's nasty. So typically what we do, we kill Lady first, and then we target Sleep after that. But Sleep has a little bit of numbers to him, so you'll want to get him down to a certain HP threshold, which is a number I don't ever remember. But we want to get down to that threshold as close as we can, but not going over that threshold, and then we want to finish very quickly. And we should be right there. So that's a hard loss right there. So that calmness, that's the thing that that Tier 3 does to you. If you're not prepared for it, it is an instant death. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. That does hurt Blue a lot. Maybe not completely, but a good bit.
Yeah, so it looks like it was to learn quick on Sabin. That's what the extra battle was for. And I think Glue already had it. The problem is when you cast quick, you cast a magic spell. So if you're invisible, you break your invis. So you get 2 turns in a row, but you still get calmness afterwards. And then
That was
he just fought 1 in 4.
That was a 1 in 4
Sometimes it's
chance,
2 in 4.
and has Sabin had a Paladin shield on too. So
Yeah,
that was a
super high.
That was
chance
a
to
super
evade.
high roll by Kefka.
Yeah, it's a physical attack, calmness, so you can just straight up evade it. You can parry it with good weapons and stuff. All right, well, here's stage 4 anyway. So if you don't do enough damage to Kefka to skip the first phase, he can fall on you, sets everybody's HP to 1. That's kind of all he does, though. So you can kind of recover from this. After you get him down a certain amount of HP, he'll go into a charge phase where he starts to charge up Gunner, which is a nasty AoE attack, similar like Ultima. The thing is, you can kind of skip his last phase where he just starts ultimating you by setting him up with a bunch of damage early, getting him into that charge phase, and then killing him while he's in that charge phase before he finishes charging. And sometimes you can skip past that even as well, but then you get ultimate countered. So very delicate here. Blue's probably just gonna wait until he gets everything lined up correctly. He'll deal with the fallen ones and then set that up, and hopefully be able to skip some phases. The problem is Sabin is down, and that was his big,
and
attack,
also Sabin also carried his life too. So he also lost his life too, and he also lost his healing spell. Because his Paladin shield being swapped around among his party casting Ice 3 was also his healing ability as well.
Yeah, so now the shields will come in here. Throwing a shield as an item basically is a super rod of that same element. Okay, that's good. The dark status is 6. Base game, it doesn't do anything, but in randomizer it does what it's supposed to do. You get a 50% miss chance. Ooh, this is dicey.
This is what this game can do to you. It doesn't matter how great you're doing up until this point, you always have to fight Kefka at the end, and these kind of shenanigans happen all the time.
That's the last Phoenix down. Does he green cherry Morrow here and pray? Look at that fire shield. That'll probably be the last 8 or 9,000 damage.
JTF is just ripping through T4 right now.
Yeah, no problem with stage 3. Didn't lose a character, and Sabin's just going to do the work here. If you have a really juiced VK offering character, you just attack, you wait for Kefka to charge, and you attack again. And, if you're doing anywhere from 6,000 to 8,000 a swing, you're going to do more than 32,000 in each attack, and that's all you need to kill him. All the stages do not scale like all the rest of the bosses do. They are fixed, and there it is.
Wow.
JTF.
GG, JTF. Whew.
Come from behind victory, too.
Indeed.
Yeah, you can't be mad at both runners being on stage 4. That's pretty great. Well done. Sub 70. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
no, Blue.
Oh, and he didn't save after one of the last lane boss either, I believe. Well, I don't know if he's going to finish this one out, but...
No, I don't think he is.
No, he's not. He's forfeited in the race channel.
Oh, so brutal. That's how this goes sometimes, though. But yeah, if you're a new runner to this, it's not always like this, but it's sometimes like this. We'd like to prepare ourselves so that we don't get as many of these kinds of situations as possible. But sometimes you just get countered, sometimes you just get frozen, sometimes you just get calmness on the wrong person. It just happens.
Yeah, and this isn't the very beginner flag set. This is one step up from that. So, you can start out with a little bit easier than this and then kind of work your way up and, get rewarded for knowing the bonus checks and everything. And yeah, still great. I mean, you can't complain about a race where both runners are on the very last stage at the same time. Are we gonna do any interviews?
Let's see,
buddy.
Give them a second to wind down.
There's JTF.
Hey, GG's.
GG, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Good.
Congrats on the win.
Yeah, well
Thank
done.
you. Always nice to be able to take a game off glue.
I love seeing the Yeti get punished. So thank you for that.
That was a 7-minute come from behind win for you, by the way, Jesus.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it was definitely a yo-yoing back and forth. You took a lead early because Glue struggled on Zozo, and then from there, he kind of brought it back because he found all those good items up there, and then got ahead. And then you took him over in the final fight there at the end. He had some really bad RNG. Took the Yeti into the final fight, a fool's errand.
It's always a mistake.
Yeah, we saw it on display. So my main question, JTF, is why did you decide not to do Dream earlier when you had like some power? What was your thoughts behind that?
I was basically chasing two things, which were the custom objective rewards and dragons. And Dream has neither.
All right, cool reasoning, actually. I like it.
By the time it made sense, I only needed 2 espers. I don't want to commit to Dream just to get 2 espers. I'd rather just try to do a couple of one-offs I have left over and hope they're both espers. And they were.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would take it a little earlier, because when you had, you still needed a character, and you had, I think it was 4 or 5 espers, and it was open. I was wondering if that might be the time, but it actually turned out to not be good. I think we had 1 esper in the front, and we had a character, we had an esper in the middle, and then we had a curse shield at the end. So you kind of actually faded it and did it correctly.
Nice.
So a question I have for you is, how do I phrase this? So you were quite the loot goblin the entire seed. What were you looking for exactly the whole time?
Well, early on, I knew I had Runic on Sabin and Blade Cyan, Morphin Cyan, neither of which is a good early game power skill. So first I was like, I want something spicy, like a Ragnarok or an Illumina, or some Raz or some shields I can break. Or just get a ton of money, hope I can find something in a shop, rods or weapons. And once I saw the Ragnarok and Zen, I'm like, great, I'm getting all this money to buy Ragnaroks. So I already had looted 3 gauntlets and a Genji glove by that point.
Yeah, and it certainly paid off. Like you made up so much time from your early game. I think you ended up looting for 3 or 4 extra minutes compared to Glue.
Yeah, it was kind of worrying at one time. I like to keep my looting to about 5 to 6 minutes. That time I took about 12 minutes on my looting shopping trip there, but I had no offense. You saw me just fight my way through that first battle in Imperial Camp. It was very slow, because I didn't want to break a rod in the first fight. But I'm like, I guess I'm just punching with Ragnarok, because nothing else does any damage.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the main way that Glue kind of got ahead early. He did crack his rods in that same position.
Yeah, I was hoping to save the rods for a dragon, which I did do later on.
Yeah, you ended up making up
a
lot of time when you cracked the rods later, yeah.
Very good. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think I covered everything last time I was on here, like 2 days ago.
Well, we're always happy to have you.
Well, it's always fun to race.
Right. I don't know. I don't have too much else going on here. Let's see. See if we can get Glue in. But yeah, it was a very close race the whole time. Just clinching the whole time. Back and forth.
Yeah, as soon as we thought somebody had like a really strong upper hand, then the other person came back and kind of closed the gap. So
Yep.
Both of you on the final fight at the same time, and you actually overtook Glue on stage 4.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So super
was
good
really
for us to
worried.
watch.
I was going to lose by 30 seconds because I forgot to put the Moogle Charm on, and I took an extra Brontosaurus fight in Kiffish Tower.
That's
Okay.
what it was. We
That's what
were
happened.
speculating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to learn a
Charm
spell or something on like one of the characters.
No, I did no Charm while I got into the battle, and I was like, well, Brontosaurs are giant experience, so I might as well take an extra fight to grab another level or 2 and it's not much slower than running away anyway. So
Did you bought smoke bombs in the beginning, right? And then nerf?
I might have. I don't
I thought you
remember.
bought a few. I don't remember 100%, but I thought you bought a few.
I didn't write them down, which means they probably didn't see them. So I don't think I bought any.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. Glue has decided he's not going to talk to us, and that's okay. We still love you, Glue. So yeah, with that, I got nothing else. Do you have anything else to say, Tony?
No, not really. Oh, well, the one thing, there's a marathon coming up in a couple weeks, so there'll be 2 different Worlds Collide races during that marathon. It's Final Fantasy Randomizer. Check them out. We will be live in West Virginia, and I will be playing, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to watch me punt consistently over and over.
Very cool. But otherwise, as far as I go, if you're interested in this randomizer, you know somebody who would be interested in this randomizer, we always have the Discord. Plenty of really great people in our community, plenty of really great people who like to race, good competition. Everything is pretty fantastic here. With that, I'm going to thank JesusTheFrog and pass it off to Saberwolf. So thanks. Jesus the Frog.
Thank you both, guys. Once again, before we wrap this up, remind everybody that every Wednesday here on the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide community, we usually run these on the Speed Gaming Network, but our pal Schwans is right now overseas in Southern Asia right now. He's kind of the host coordinator for that. So until then, I'll be trying to do this for you guys on Wednesdays right here in the FF6 Worlds Collide Twitch channel. And of course, if you always miss the restreams, head over to our YouTube. Same thing, FF6 Worlds Collide on the YouTube page. One more thing I also want to mention is don't forget that in the end of end of July 31st through August 2nd, is going to be our Gaming for Hope, Gamers Against Cancer, Gamers Against Suicide. Cancer is in March. Suicide is in the end of July. Gamers Against Suicide event, that's one thing that's dear to my heart. I'll be one of the hosts for that event, and Worlds Collide usually closes out the Gaming for Hope event, so be sure to check that out as well. The end of July 31st through August 2nd.